Hi CAD friends, welcome back to my channel. If this is not the first time you're being here, if this is your first time, welcome. Today we will be working on this frame you see on your screen. The frame is resting on four legs. In between the legs are bars. We also have some erected poles at the top to form more like a box, and these supports you see on the side. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video, it helps it reach a lot more people. Share with your other CAD friends and leave a comment down in the comment section below. I would love to read them. Let's not waste time. Let's start. We'll start with a 2D sketch. So click on this button, 2D sketch. Select 2D sketch. And now we'll choose the top plane. Let's select a rectangle, which is the 2-point center rectangle, and draw a rectangle. We'll give it dimensions later. Let's right click, press OK to get off the rectangle command and choose a line now. So select our line command and draw two vertical lines inside this rectangle we drew. So this is our first one, and then the second one. Let's right click. Okay, now let's apply the dimensions. So we'll select our dimension command. The dimension of this, you click and drag, is going to be 750 mm. Enter. Let's zoom in. Okay, that is it. This is going to be just half of the 750. Type 750 divided by 2 and press enter. Let's zoom in. Alright, now the distance between these vertical lines, this and that, is going to be 250. Enter. Between this and that is equally 250. 250. Enter. Let's right click. Okay. Now let's drag these dimensions so it's not in our way. Click on it and you drag. See how I'm neatly stacking them? That is how your work is supposed to look. Right click, and that is it. Now let's move into the 3D environment. So select from here. Let's drop this down. Oh, first of all, let's finish our sketch. Zoom in, drop this down and select the 3D sketch so we can make the legs of the frame. For the legs, we'll choose our line command and hover the plus sign around the corner here until we see it green, which means it's falling directly on the intersection of those lines. We draw our first vertical line and we dimension it straight away. So the length here is going to be 500. Press enter. Let's do same for all others. Let's right click. Okay, select the line command again. This, and then we go down and choose 500 mm to be our length. Right click OK, choose the line command again. Do same to this corner, 500. Enter. Right click OK, and the last one, which is this 500. Enter. Right click OK. This looks good. Let's go ahead and make the vertical lines here at the top. With the same process, we choose our line command, hover it in the intersection until we see the green dots. Then we click and go up and choose our dimension. This dimension is going to be 300 mm. Enter. Right click. OK. Choose the line command again. Do same to this intersection as well. click and drag, choose our dimension of 300, enter, right click OK, and then same to, you can zoom in if it's not so much in focus, click, drag up, choose your dimension, enter, right click OK, and the last one, 300, enter, right click OK. Okay, this line is undefined. I don't know why, but let's delete it. You click, you delete, and draw it again. Select a line command, you click here, drag up, use our dimension of 300, enter, right click. Okay, yes, so now it's perfect. Now let's join these lines at the top. So choose our line command, you click, select the first point, you click, and I will want to move this way. Click on the next point you want to join to create your line, and then you go this way to the other point, to our left, and then finally back to where we started. Right click, OK. We'll go ahead with some bars on the legs. For that, we'll need to insert a plane. It becomes difficult to draw on this line. So for me, I like to insert a plane. It makes life easier. So click on this button, plane, work plane, and select offset from plane. Now we'll come here. If your origin tab is closed, you can just click the plus sign to open it up and choose the plane we want to offset from. In this case, it's going to be our XZ plane. It is asking us the distance it should offset from. We are going to choose a distance of 375. But we see it's moving away. It has moved to the top, but we want it on the legs. And so let's negate it to get the plane in the opposite direction. Yes, that is it. Okay, now let's select the plane and make a sketch on this plane. Choose the rectangle command, which is the 2-point center rectangle, and using the origin, make a rectangle. We'll make a rectangle of length 750 and width 375. Now let's first deal with the width because that is highlighted. So we'll change that straight away to 375. Press tab on your keyboard so you get access to the other dimension. Change that also to 750 and we'll press enter. Right click, OK. Let's finish our sketch. There you go. We have bars on the legs. Now we are going to hide this plane. So right click it and turn off visibility. Okay. Now we will be creating the support in between these two lines. This green line selected here and this green vertical bar, and that will be 4. So between this and that, between that and that, between this and this line, and between this and that line. To do that, first let's have access to our sketch, the 2D sketch we did from the beginning. So we'll select it from the work tree here. It's highlighted in blue. Right click it and click on edit sketch. Okay, there we go. Now we have access to edit that sketch. I mentioned earlier we will be using some constructional lines. So let's click our line command and make sure it's construction by choosing the construction command. Up here, we'll select it and draw a constructional line. So at this point, draw one constructional line, make the length 150, enter, right click, OK. Choose the line command again, make sure the line is constructional line. When this is highlighted, draw a second constructional line, also 150, enter. We'll do same on the other two sides. Right click, OK. Line command, click, 150, enter, right click, OK. Choose the line command again and do same on this final point. 150, right click, OK. Now finish the sketch. We'll leave that there, we'll use it later. We want to do what we just did on these vertical lines also. So for that, since we did them when we selected the 3D sketch, we'll go here into our work plane and select the 3D sketch. Right click it, edit 3D sketch, and now we can draw those vertical lines. Now select the line command, make sure it's construction. Click on this point, go down to a length of 150, press enter, right click, OK. Choose the line command again, make sure it's construction, draw another vertical line of length 150, enter, right click, OK. Choose the line command again, click on this point, go down to a length of 150, right click, OK. And then click on the line command, make sure it's construction, click on this point, go down to 150, press enter, right click, OK. Click on the line command, make sure it's construction, select this point, go down to a length of 150, enter, right click, OK. Now we are going to see why we made those constructional lines. So you click on the 3D sketch from the work tree here, right click it, choose edit sketch. Now select the line command. We want to join this point in the middle of the 300 millimeters and the other point here from the constructional line we made. Right click, OK. We'll do same for the other points too. So this and that, right click, OK. The line command again. Let's zoom in a little, this and that point, right click, OK. And finally this point and that point, right click, OK. Now this is it. Let's finish the sketch and let me turn this around so we see how it looks this way and that way. If the dimensions are making it look too complicated, let's take them off. So for the dimensions, you just come to the work tree here for the 2D, click on it, right click, and hide dimension visibility. Let's turn it off. Let's do same for the 3D sketch. Click on it, right click again, and turn off dimension visibility. For the sketch 2 as well, we'll do same. Click on it, right click it, and turn off dimension visibility. Now it looks good. At this point, what we've done is just a skeletal frame. So let's apply material to it. To do that, we'll click on create new and choose standard DIN and create. We get a new worksheet, but go ahead and save the new worksheet straight away. So bring the skeletal frame here, click on place and choose the frame you want to bring in, which is this one for me, open. Now click anywhere in your work and you have the frame. Let's right click, but it's turned upside down, which is fine. Just turn it over. Right click on this and click on set current view as whole. it says fit to view. Click on that one, and now anytime you press the home key, yes, that is what you get. You don't get it turned upside down. Now let's apply the material. To do that, click on the design tab, select insert frame, and we have a number of options here. Category, it says we'll leave it at all. No category, let's just choose square or rectangular tubes. Standard ISO. Family, let's choose the ISO 10799 2 square structural steel, which is this one. Let's select it, and then the size, I'm going to choose 30 by 30 by 25, and that's just all about it. Now we'll tackle the skeletal frame in sections. So first of all, let's look at the top part. We'll select those ones we want to apply the tube to. You select the line, and straight away you see the tube is applied. This one also, that one, and this one. Here we get an option of how we want our tube to be placed. If you want the tube to be placed inward, you choose this. No, you choose that. If you want the frame to be placed outward, you just play around with it depending on how you want the placement of your tube. But for me, I want it to lie right in the center of our skeletal lines. So I'll choose this and press OK for now. OK, OK, and OK. Now let's apply some end conditions. So here, choose the mitre option. It allows you to determine how you want the meeting point of the two pipes to look like. So I'll select this one and this, and now you see they are right against each other. This also, and then that, and I'll press OK. Now this is how it looks. You see it is lying right on the other. Let's tackle the other sections. We'll look at the legs. So insert frame, we'll go with the same settings. So we'll choose the 4 legs, this, that, this one, and that one. Press OK, OK, OK. Let's do with the end conditions. This time choose the trim or extend command. Now this is what we want to do. Turn it in such a way that you have access to this face, the face underneath. You select that face, and then the legs you want to trim. I want to trim this one and that one, this also, and that, up to that face. Select OK, and now we see they are not running inside the top part. They are lying right underneath it, which is what we want. Let's continue dealing with the other sections as well. So we'll go to the bars on the legs, insert frame. We'll insert frame here, there, this, and that. Okay, okay, okay. Let's deal with the end conditions. Trim and extend again. Which face do we want to trim to? We want to trim to this face and trim these bodies, this one and that one. Press OK. Let's trim the opposite sides too. So this side, choose trim and extend. We select the face. We want to trim this body and that body. Okay. Let's do same for the other side also. Trim and extend. We want to trim to this face, this body, and that body. Okay, and finally on the opposite side, trim and extend. We want to trim up to this face, this body, and that body. Okay, great. Now let's deal with the these two bars in the middle here. Insert frame. We want to insert frame here and there, here also, and this one as well. Okay, okay. We'll deal with the end conditions later. Let's apply, let's insert frame to the vertical bars also. So to this one, to that, to this, to that one. Okay, okay, again. And then finally to the two bars here, to this and to that. Okay, okay. Then to these are supports. Insert frame to this, to that, to this, and that one. Okay, okay, great. Now let's go ahead and deal with the end conditions. So for the top part, I would miter them, select the miter command, choose all four top bars and press OK so that they are right against each other at a 45-degree angle. Okay, there we go. Now to the vertical bars, trim and extend. We want to trim and extend to this face. We've selected the face, and then what are we trimming? These bars. Okay. Yes, to the bottom part also of those bars, let's trim and extend them to this face. We select these bars, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one. Okay, we'll do same for the supports also. Trim and extend. We want to trim to this face. What are we trimming? This first of all, and then that. Okay, so we see how it looks, how different this looks from the other one. We trim and extend the other, the end support also. Trim and extend to this face. We select the bars we want to trim, and we see a preview of that, which looks good. Okay, we do same for the opposite side. Trim and extend, trim to this face, this body, and that body. We select OK, and then finally we trim and extend again up to this face, this body, and that body. Okay, awesome. This is what we love to see. Okay, so we are almost done. Let's now insert some end caps. We want to close the openings at the bottom of the legs. To do that, go to your design tab, insert cap, and let's select the faces we want to apply the caps to. So we'll turn it upside down. I want to apply it here, over there, here as well, and then the last leg, which is this one I'll leave the settings just as they are, then press OK. OK again, and now we have the bottom part covered. What I like to do at this point is to change the view. So go to the view tab up here, under visual style, choose shaded with edges so that it looks more realistic. Awesome. That'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Let's help you grow. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. I'd love to read them. Also, do well to give this video a thumbs up. Share with your other CAD buddies, and see you soon. Bye.